It is 11 a.m. out west. p.m. at the White House, where a confidential memo to Robert Mueller has pulled back the curtain on how the president's team of attorneys is trying to protect him. Rudy Giuliani made the Sunday show rounds parroting some of the memo's most explosive claims, among them that the president cannot obstruct justice, cannot be subpoenaed, cannot be indicted, even if he shoots someone, but can pardon himself. Except Giuliani claimed the president would never do that.
The president of the United States pardoning himself would just be unthinkable, and it would lead to probably an immediate impeachment.
But this morning, the president couched that in a tweet. I have the absolute right to pardon myself, but why would I do that when I have done nothing wrong? Here's the thing. Every tweet, every Giuliani interview, every leaked memo, every lie reveals what looks like what could be a four-point strategy from the president and his legal team, with one goal in mind: to convince the public, or at least enough voters out there, not to trust anyone but Team Trump. Point one, lie, or at least recollect differently. For example, Trump's attorneys had denied for months that the president had anything whatsoever to do with a misleading statement drafted aboard Air Force One. The statement claimed Don Jr. only met a Kremlin-linked lawyer to talk about adoptions back in June 2016. But in the memo, Trump's legal team now admits that the president was not just involved, he actually dictated the statement.
At first it was all denied, and now you're saying he dictated.
But I don't know that Jay would have to answer that, and I've talked to him about it. I think Jay was wrong. I mean, this is the reason you don't let the president testify. Our recollection keeps changing.
Point two, discredit the investigation. Trump has tweeted about the investigation and that it's a witch hunt, specifically 52 times. This morning, he tried to again claim the investigators are biased. Quote, the never-ending witch hunt led by 13 very angry and conflicted Democrats and others continues into the midterms. Point three, muddy the waters to confuse the public. Like this. Paul Manafort came into the campaign very late, Trump says, and was with us for a short period of time. Again, not true.
When the president says that Paul Manafort only played a small role in the campaign for a short time, or only says
wrong,
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's a lie.
You say lie. I say it's inaccurate.
And finally, point four, paint Donald Trump as the victim. In that same series of Manafort tweets, Trump blamed the FBI for not warning him about his campaign chairman. Quote, we should have been told that Comey and the boys were doing a number on him, and he wouldn't have been hired. Huh. So our big question today is, if Donald Trump is innocent, why is he doing everything